guys, thank you so much for stopping by today, and we thank you so much, Virginie, for your time.
Hello.
It's a pleasure to talk to you, and we are very excited about this. We're gonna be asking Virginie about some question about her life in Saudi, about a little bit about traveling, and I'm very excited to get into that.
And I'm very happy to try to answer the questions. I hope everybody will understand my English.
No, your English is perfect. So Virginie, c'est une française, right?
Mhm,
Ça va les amis?
Bonjour tout le monde.
Okay,
Et
let's
le
get.
caméraman est aussi français. He's a French, hein, the cameraman.
Aujourd'hui, à la réalisation, c'est un Frenchie aussi qui est.
Yes. So Virginie, she actually live in Saudi Arabia. Yeah, you live there.
Yeah, in Riyadh. I live there from last October. I'm new in Saudi.
Nice. So what do you do for a living?
I'm a French teacher, and it's 12 years I worked in the French international schools. And before I lived in New Caledonia, a French territory in the Pacific area.
Yeah. And then also you teach in Beijing, yeah, in China.
Yes, before Riyadh, Saudi, I was teaching in China, Beijing, in Tunisia, and before in Vietnam.
Wow.
So every 3 years
You
I have
move around.
3 years contract, and I try to change every 3 years. It's a nomad life, a kind of nomad life, but
Yeah.
including the society also.
That is very good. That is, I'm sure you're enjoying the process traveling around. the world.
Yeah, and the adaptation. You have to adapt to another culture,
New culture, new
another
language,
country.
yes.
That's very interesting.
Yeah. So my next question is why Arabia Saudi? Why did you want to teach in Arabia Saudi but not in other countries where women have more freedom? You know, but you choose
Yes.
the difficult path. The
Yes,
hard
I
path.
have chosen the Saudi Arabia because I really wanted to be there to meet the Saudi women,
Yeah.
to see how they begin their freedom.
Mhm.
How, because it's the beginning of the freedom from Saudi women.
Mhm.
And I'm not really a strong feminist, but I believe in the woman.
Yeah,
and
freedom and independence. and-
Yes, but at the same time, how they manage with the traditions, with the Muslim traditions, and how they adapt themselves to this new Arabic world.
Yeah.
So it's why I have chosen this country, and also because it's next to East Africa,
Yeah.
Africa,
Yeah.
and I don't know this continent, so
You
I'm
want
interested by
to
know
explore.
to explore this to
Right.
explore Black Africa.
That's very good. That's very
Mhm.
nice. So you were just when you apply for this job for this French teacher in Saudi. Of course, you are connected with the embassy, right?
Yeah.
So when you applied for this job, you were just in France, sitting home, relaxing.
No, I were working in Beijing.
Oh, you were in
already.
China. Okay.
And in
okay.
December 2019,
Yeah.
I applied. It was just before COVID came in China.
Mhm.
And January, so the French International School in Beijing closed.
Mhm.
And after is the 2020, so the COVID.
Yeah.
But they accepted my CV and
Yeah.
my request, and they offered me this job in Saudi and in other many countries, but I
But
have
you
chosen
choose
this
Saudi.
one.
Wh-
Yeah.
What were you thinking when you, before applying job for that job? What were you thinking? What were you
I
thinking about?
wanted to leave China.
Okay.
So anyway, I tried many countries like Dubai, but I applied after the date.
Yeah.
So I don't know why I was following the river, and I was waiting, and it came from Riyadh and
Wow.
from this Middle East also.
And you followed your heart.
I follow the river.
Nice.
The-
Wherever the water take you, you go to with it.
Yeah, yeah. If it's the destiny you feel is your destiny.
Yeah.
you feel it's your way.
It's something meant to be. It's meant
Yeah,
to be.
when
Yeah.
it's not too difficult, it means it's your way.
Yeah.
The door open for
Everything
you.
going smooth and boom, you're
Yeah,
on Saudi.
I never go against the river.
Wow, wow. So I can imagine like because guys, I talked to Regine about like we have talked like now we know each other for 3-4 days now.
3-4 days, we talk many hours.
Yes,
Very
you're a very good
interesting.
friend. And yeah, Virginie, she told me that she had a lot of think about Saudi. So when you flying, when you were flying to Saudi, you told me that you were wearing traditional Saudi clothes. So talk to me about that. Talk to me.
I didn't buy something in Paris.
Mhm.
I was with my jean and my t-shirt. So I came in Riyadh in the night,
Mhm.
but just the day after, 2 days after, because
Yeah.
quarantine, I went directly to a shop and I have bought all the black abaya from here to here.
So you
Because nobody told me abaya is not compulsory now. It's not. You are
Yes.
not obliged to.
yeah, it used to be like that, yeah.
Yeah. So in the plane, I had a lot of stereotypes also about Saudi, about the woman, and I trained myself to be single 3 years,
Yes.
to be very respectful, to
Yeah.
be covered,
Yeah.
and 1 week later, all my stereotypes changed, and you can have abaya with many colors, you can wear a jean with t-shirt, nobody
Yeah.
can tell you something about that. And so you feel free, you feel very
Yeah.
free. And I met some Saudi women,
Yeah.
divorced one, and they are
Fashion.
very fashion and even more free, more open
Open-minded than you.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so it's because of the news and all. Of course, it's politics.
Yes.
But the people there and the women, sometimes they have their own car, the beautiful car. They put the rap or the rock and
Music,
roll
yeah.
and loud,
Yeah.
and you can't imagine that.
They
And
wanna-
they don't wear anything with the hair
Scarf,
like this.
yeah. They want to live life.
They
huh?
want to live their life to be free,
That is very
to hear
good.
the music from
Wow.
Western.
So the Saudi is really changing a lot now.
Yeah. But they are on the good way also because the new generation, they are very open-minded
Yeah.
also. 20, 30, they went outside abroad to
study
go to
and-
university and also very well educated people.
Yeah.
Very nice Saudi.
Yeah. Wow. So back to the last question. So you arrived to the airport, you go straight to the shop, you bought the abaya, you
Yeah.
bought the scarf, and you went to your house, yeah? Or-
Yeah. It
And
was
then-
in a compound, so a lot of foreigners inside.
Okay, and people were like, "What are you doing? Why are you wearing this?" Right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they said why you wear like this, you know. You can open everything. It's not a problem. So I said yes, you sure? And slowly I began to go with hiking groups.
Hiking groups, yeah.
Thanks to these hiking groups, I met many people, sportive people, good mind.
A lot of different
and
countries.
A lot of different countries and Muslim, Catholic, Jews also
Wow.
you have. And so it's very interesting. Jordan people, Saudi, French, English, and we are all
together
friends.
doing one thing together.
Yeah, because it's a good sport to meet good people also, to climb the mountains.
Wow.
Because there are some mountains around
Yeah.
Riyadh, black mountain,
Yeah.
desert, it's very
Beautiful, yeah.
incredible.
So how was your experience now? That's how long do you lived in Saudi now? 6 months.
Yes, seven
7
months
months.
now.
Can you tell us about your experience being a teacher in Saudi Arabia, in a Muslim country, in a place that used to be very close-minded,
Yeah.
very strict, very.
Yeah.
What's your
Unfortunately,
experience?
I'm online with the COVID.
Yes.
So I'm not in the classroom now,
Mhm.
and in the school we have a lot of Lebanese
Okay.
people, so Arabic, but they have also their own story.
Yes.
But I feel very free, so I go everywhere to meet the Saudi people in more popular
Yeah.
area, and it's very interesting to kind of Muslim also,
Yes.
because each Muslim
It's
countries
different,
are
it's
different.
True, true.
They behave very different.
Differently, yeah.
And I have no problems to go
Yes.
everywhere
That's very nice.
where I want. Even villages around Riyadh
Yeah.
in the desert.
Yeah.
There are many Bedouins also.
Yeah. Wow, that is very nice.
Amazing country, amazing
It's
country.
good country.
I didn't expect to.
Me too. To be honest, I didn't expect to hear this from you because, to be honest, we see a lot of bad things about the Saudi Arabia country.
Too many.
And especially with the human rights, with like a lot of things,
Yeah.
you know. So.
But it has changed a lot. Even if it still happens, of course. But I think they are on the good way.
On the right
All
path.
the people I met, very respectful, very nice, very open mind.
Yeah.
So it's not true.
Nice.
Of course, it's the politics.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not the
yeah,
people in the
Yes,
country.
yes.
Mm.
So your experience being in Saudi Arabia as a teacher is beautiful experience. You're loving it, yeah.
Yeah, I really like it, and also a lot of Lebanese.
Yes,
I
yes.
told you, and with a strong story,
Yeah.
and above all now, these people they
Yeah.
suffer a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So it's interesting to communicate with this
Yeah.
family and how they escape also
Yes,
from Lebanon
yes,
and
yes.
how they help
Mm-hmm.
their family in Lebanon. They
Mhm.
give all the money they
Wow.
bring in Saudi for them.
Yeah.
They help many families around.
Wow.
So all the Middle East is very strong feelings now.
They just start to open up now.
Yeah.
Because before people don't know a lot about the Middle East. They just know about
Exactly,
bomb,
exactly.
terrorists, this, that.
Yeah.
They don't know
It's
the deep
it's
inside.
still very on the fire. It's
Yeah.
still on the fire.
Yeah.
And so living there, it's a strong experience. Even 1 month ago, they sent Yemen 3 missiles
Yeah.
on Riyadh. It was my first experience next to me to hear the missiles destroyed by the Saudi army in the sky. It was incredible for me because I said, oh, I'm next to a country
You just see
with the
this,
war.
yes.
I am in the center, and Yemen, poor Yemen people,
Wow.
just next. Yeah.
So my other question. So you teach in different countries. What do you think about Chinese students that learn French and also people that learn French in Saudi?
Yeah.
Which one they catch the language quicker?
Yeah. Well, of course, the Chinese are
Yeah.
incredible. And
Killers, they're killers.
They are killers, and the kids and all, they are very quick in their mind. Usually in the French International School in Beijing, the mother is from China and the father is French. They
Okay,
have
it's a
to
mix,
be-
Chinese
it's a
French.
mix.
Okay.
So sometimes, and we have also Chinese. So they begin the year in September, and at the end of the year, usually they know how to speak French.
Wow.
Lebanese is a different kind.
Yes,
In
yes.
Saudi is a different population,
Yeah.
and we are online.
Yeah.
So I can't tell a lot about that. Maybe next year
Yeah.
when the school will reopen,
You
I
will
have
see
a
the
better,
difference, yeah.
better mind.
Look, better
But
than
of course, Beijing is high standard of school.
Very nice. Talking about teachers, I'm gonna ask you some special questions
Yeah,
about
sure.
about being a teacher. You know.
Yeah. Hamza, how are you?
Fine, good.
So what makes you angry? What makes you angry during the class?
During the class,
What can piss you off? Really piss you off?
I'm not very angry teacher. I try to be always a nice teacher.
Yeah, that's what's
I have no
if the
authority.
student does something, what's gonna piss you off? Like
They can't do anything that
Yeah.
makes me angry.
like example, if you're like working, explaining about
Yeah.
something, and other two students talking to each other, they're not paying attention to you. Will you be upset?
No,
Angry?
not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. It means because they need to relax or
Yeah.
they need to change the pedagogy.
Yeah.
I don't think it's because of the students.
Okay.
I always think it's my way of teaching is
Yeah.
not good if they do that.
Yes.
You know? So I try to improve myself all the time, and I have no authorities.
Yeah.
I am at the same level as them, you
Yes.
know, and they are free in my classroom. They can go to toilet, they can move, they can
That
do
is
what they want.
I can tell that you are really good teacher.
I try.
Yeah, you are very
And
professional.
they like me a lot
Wow.
because if
You
you are
give
a
them freedom
teacher,
too. Don't force
freedom.
them, don't pressure
And
them.
I like them.
Yeah.
We feel they like me and I like them.
Yeah.
And thanks to the emotions, we can create a good atmosphere to be together.
Yeah.
Because
Because
learn
you see them
and
every
teach.
day. You see them every day. You
Yeah,
have to
it's
be
like
nice,
my
right?
kids. It's
Yeah.
like my kids,
Yeah.
you know. And if you don't put your heart when you teach, you don't have results, and they don't like to learn.
Yes.
So with love, it's always
You always want to hear things from you. Yeah, I can see
it's
that.
from the heart.
Yeah.
All that you do in your life, you have to do with the heart, or you change.
Yeah.
Because if you don't do with the heart, you are not happy,
Yeah.
and the others are not happy too.
True.
So, and you have to trust them.
Yeah. I remember when I was in school, sometimes I go to classes, I don't give attention, but I have this teacher, I love her. So whenever I go to class, I will sit there, listen to her,
Yeah.
respect her. It's that's true. But again, the respect has to be from both sides, right?
Yeah. It's because they love you that they try to do their best, and you have the best results.
Mm-hmm.
And with theater also, I use a lot of the theater,
Yeah.
and we laugh a lot.
Yeah. Of course,
And
you have to
that's
give them
very-
some fun too.
And that's very important.
Not just like in school and.
Because even me, I can't sit
Yeah.
and watching and hearing somebody talking.
Yes, it's boring.
Yeah.
You have to
Be,
put a little bit fun in between them.
yeah.
That's fair enough. So our next one, what qualities makes a successful teacher?
The qualities to be successful teachers.
Yes.
In my opinion, is to be a human being, a good human being.
Yeah, that's first. Yeah.
Yeah. The good teachers, I think, they need to know them very well
Mhm.
before teaching the other.
True.
To know where are the limits, why they suffer. It comes back to the
Yes,
emotions
yes,
also,
true,
always.
true.
And so, and don't think that you are superior also.
Yeah.
Because we learn a lot. I learn a lot from them also.
Yeah. Fair enough. So, what is the best part about teaching, and what is the worst part?
The best part is to be with them, to
Yeah.
live with them, to be in the morning
To see
and
them
say
grow
hello,
up.
bonjour to everybody, and see the eyes with the light inside, and the smile when they see you. You know, they're happy
Yeah.
to be with you.
Yeah.
And the bad part is all the administration part, with all the rules from the programs and
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
But as a French teacher, I like the French education because we are very free.
Yeah.
If the people, the inspector and all, they trust you,
Mm-hmm.
they don't look at your
Yeah,
work at
yeah.
all. You can do what you
Whatever,
want
yes.
in your classroom.
Fair enough.
Very free pedagogy, above all in the French international school.
Yeah.
So
Fair enough.
I'm very happy.
That's awesome. So how do you handle difficult students?
Handle? What
How
is-
how do you deal with difficult students?
You do
You know,
differentiation means you don't give the same with everybody.
Mhm.
You do different kind of pedagogy with each of them, and it takes a little bit of time to know them, above all the personality of each of them, to begin a good pedagogy, because the needs of each students are different.
Yeah.
They need them the same.
Yeah.
So when they have difficulties, usually you have to put your finger on the point is not good,
Yeah.
and to find it to improve from where they start.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
yeah.
That is cool. You are a very good teacher. I wish you were my teacher when I was in school.
Me as well, you know. Sometimes not good teachers before.
So the other one, what is the best advice you've been given about teaching?
Somebody
For
gave
you,
me,
yeah,
gave me
for you
to
growing up
teach
as a teacher, what is the best advice that you receive as a teacher
from
someone
somebody
that
else.
has experience?
Difficult. It's from the book. I read a lot an Indian philosopher
Mhm.
named Krishnamurti,
Mm-hmm.
and he talks a lot about education.
Yeah.
And I was very inspired by
Mhm.
inspired by
Inspired.
Krishnamurti,
Inspired.
inspiring by Krishnamurti about the authorities and all.
Mhm.
To tell you the truth, I didn't receive good advices from other teachers. It's from the philosophy.
Yeah. Wow.
When you read philosophy, and for your experiences also.
Yeah.
So you adapt
Yeah.
your pedagogy also, because we have to. The advices of the other people is their own business.
Yeah.
And I have my own way to teach.
Fair enough.
I'm not. I don't want the other people tell me what I have to do.
Yes. Yes.
You know,
Fair
they do
enough.
what they want,
Exactly.
and I do what,
What
with
you
my
want.
heart what
Yes.
I want
Yes.
to give to, and to put seeds in their mind with
Yeah.
my personality, with my beliefs.
Yeah. Okay. So, if there is any advice that you can give to the teacher coming up, French teacher, English teacher, all kind of teachers. Any advice can you throw there? Can you give?
Yeah.
Especially with the COVID, blah blah blah. I mean,
Yeah.
like something that you think if teacher can follow, they could be very very professional teachers. Anything.
I think we have to stop to put the students in competition between them. What we have to
Big
improve
time.
with the kids from baby is not this kind of values. Is the collaboration between them, to know them, the emotions deeply, to choose what they really want to be, and
Yeah.
to be happy.
Yeah.
Also, because I don't teach to create competitors or to create businessmen.
Yes,
I
yes.
want to create to give them the ability to think by themselves.
Yes.
And when you think by yourself and you collaborate with the other people, that you don't push the other
Mhm,
down, you begin to be happy.
Yeah.
And
That's
I
true.
think the meaning of the education is to be happy in your life.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's not to have a lot of money.
True, but that's really important point. There is, because you talking about this now, I'm thinking about my school days. And yes, teachers, they do put you down next to other teachers.
Yeah.
And they try to make this guy is smart, this guy is blah blah blah.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, yeah.
And it's very bad. You
And
have
to-
this feeling that you don't want to go to school anymore because
Exactly.
you feel.
And to say this one is the first one, second,
Yeah.
third. No, we are not in competition.
True.
We are in collaboration, and each student, each kids, they have their own personality and own abilities.
Yeah.
One is very good in drawings. Oh wow! And we have to be positive in each of them to be self-confident.
Yeah.
When you are self-confident, you find your way.
Exactly.
So
God creates us differently. Everyone is different than that.
I don't want to create ships, ships, we are not ships.
Yes, exactly.
We have like a teacher to keep each personality of each student.
Yeah.
That's important.
Fair enough. Other one, what can you say to the people that are thinking to come to Saudi Arabia and teach or work? Maybe do some teaching or other work, like a women, white women like you. What can you give to them as an advice?
To come.
Yeah, what can you advise the people that are thinking to come to Saudi and teach there or work or?
Yeah.
Because of
The problem
because
with
a lot of
this
people
country,
yeah.
this country also, you can't find many people. They come for also the culture and all.
Yeah.
They come from the money because the salary are
high.
higher than other countries. So 90% I think of the people they come there for the money.
Yeah.
And after, when they begin to know better the culture and all, they have a different mind about the country. So we don't have to be afraid to come
Yeah,
first
that's
as
very
a
nice.
woman.
Yes.
And
It's safe there for women.
it's
yeah?
very safe.
Yeah.
I feel more safe there than in Paris. You know.
Yes, fair enough, fair enough.
And but to try to know the Saudi people and to not to live in compounds
Yes.
with American compound,
They should
French
let,
compound.
the
They
government
still-
should let you live with locals, yeah?
Yeah, we can. I live outside.
Oh, okay,
Me,
okay.
I live outside with the people.
Okay.
And it's really more interesting. And
Yeah.
and you are really safe.
You have the choice to live in the compound?
Yeah,
or- okay.
yeah. And so I would like all the expat people, they mix with the other people also.
True.
And not stay in the compound with the
Yeah.
swimming pool.
Yeah.
There are so many things to see in Saudi.
Wow.
Very interesting.
Wow. So the Saudi, they are opening up now for tourists maybe soon,
Yeah,
yeah?
they have a plan
Yeah.
for 2030. Is
Yeah.
the new prince.
Yeah,
He wants to open the countries to tourism.
yeah.
So I think these next 10 years, a lot of tourists will come in Saudi. There are
Fair
many things to do.
But fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. I think, yeah, so our last question, next and last one. So what would you say to your people, to your community in France and all the French people, all the people that speak French? What can you tell them? And of course, what can you say to your daughter, to your family back in France? You can say it in français. You can.
En français?
Yeah, what can you say to the French people, people that speak French, and to your family and loved one? En français is okay.
Yeah. So I can tell in English first and after I translate.
Yeah, that's really nice. That's
But
very
just
nice.
my
of you.
family and the loved one, they know I love them. But I want to speak to all the world.
Yes, yes.
My love doesn't stop to my daughter or my family.
You love all of them.
Yeah, I want to love everybody like my family.
Yes,
you
yes.
know,
That's very.
because we are all human beings, and
We
I
deserve
don't
to be-
believe the family, your love has to stop to your family
True,
and
true,
your
true.
friends. No, even if there is somebody in the street, I love him also. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, the universal
Oh my
love.
God, you are such a good human
Yeah,
being.
yeah. So, je veux parler à tous les francophones. But also the language is limited. The
Yeah.
language makes you so. Me, I would like to speak
You
all
want to
the
express
languages
more?
of,
Yes, yes.
of the world.
Yes.
Mais en français, je pense qu'on peut dire à tout le monde de croire en eux-mêmes et d'aimer. Voilà, d'aimer les autres et d'aider les autres. Aider les autres. Et surtout aujourd'hui, avec tout ce qui s'est passé, etc., de ne pas avoir de préjugés sur les autres, de ne pas juger et d'aimer son prochain. Voilà.
Very, very, very nice. Just very, very nice. Thank you so much for your time, Virginie. And I think you made your French people proud of you, and you
I
make
hope.
teachers proud because you are
Yeah.
such beautiful teacher. I can
Yeah.
see that.
Thank
and
you.
People that get to be taught by you, they are very lucky. They really, really.
And I hope you are on your way also, and because I appreciate really the moments we share together.
Yeah, that's really good. I love it. I'm so happy.
Me as
To get to
well.
meet you and get to know you and hear your story, it's beautiful. It makes the world looks like we are all the same. We are all human
And
beings.
there are many good people on this
Yeah,
planet.
yeah.
Not we have to see the positive way.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much again. As you say, guys, we were joined by the one and only Virginie. Merci
Au revoir.
beaucoup. Merci.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.